Today I'm reviewing the Panorama RTX 5070 gaming desktop with the Ryzen 7 5700X, 32GB of RAM, and a 1TB Gen4 NVMe SSD. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using this system the way most buyers realistically would, a mix of competitive gaming, heavier single-player titles, light content creation, and everyday multitasking. These impressions come from extended use, not just benchmarks. Let's set expectations early. This is not a bleeding-edge, flagship Tier 4K Ultra machine built for maxed-out ray tracing at all costs. It's also not a workstation-class productivity tower meant for heavy 3D rendering farms or professional-grade video pipelines. What it is designed for is strong 1440p gaming performance, capable 4K in many titles with sensible settings, and smooth multitasking in a ready-to-use pre-built package. In actual gameplay, the RTX 5070 paired with the Ryzen 7 5700X delivers very stable performance at 1440p. Competitive titles feel responsive, with consistent frame pacing rather than erratic spikes. That consistency matters more in daily use than peak numbers. In more demanding AAA games, high to very high settings at 1440p are realistic without constant tweaking. At 4K, you'll often need to adjust settings intelligently, which is expected at this GPU tier. The system doesn't feel strained, but it also doesn't pretend to be in a different performance class. The Ryzen 7 5700X is a mature, well-understood CPU. In gaming, it keeps up well with the RTX 5070 without obvious bottlenecking in most real-world scenarios. For productivity tasks like streaming, light editing, or running multiple background apps, it remains steady. It's not the newest architecture on the market, but it's stable and predictable. Thermals are important in pre-builts, so I paid attention here. Under sustained gaming sessions, temperatures remain controlled. The system maintained performance without noticeable throttling. Fan noise under load is present, as expected in a gaming tower, but it avoids sudden ramp-ups or distracting tonal shifts. In normal browsing or office tasks, it stays relatively quiet. The 32GB of RAM is a practical inclusion. Gaming alongside Discord, browsers, launchers, and background utilities feels smooth. There's no immediate pressure to upgrade memory, which is often a hidden cost in lower-tier pre-builts. The 1TB Gen4 NVMe SSD provides fast boot times and quick load screens. The system feels responsive when launching games and applications. For larger game libraries, you may eventually add more storage, but the included drive is sufficient to get started comfortably. Build quality and usability are straightforward. The case design with RGB elements gives it a modern gaming aesthetic without feeling excessive. Cable management inside appears organized, and setup out of the box is simple. Including a keyboard and mouse is practical for first-time buyers, though experienced users may eventually swap them for higher-end peripherals. Connectivity is solid. HDMI and DisplayPort offer flexibility for modern monitors, and Wi-Fi 6E plus Bluetooth provide strong wireless support if you're not running Ethernet. Windows 11 Pro is pre-installed, which is convenient for those who prefer built-in management features. Now let's position it realistically. If your priority is squeezing maximum performance per dollar and you're comfortable building your own system, a custom-built tower may offer slightly better value. That's often true in this price range. If you're comparing it to older generation GPUs or mid-range pre-builts, this sits in a higher performance tier, especially for 1440p gaming. This system makes the most sense for buyers who want strong 1440p performance without building, prefer a ready-to-run setup, need 32GB RAM from day one, value a balanced CPU/GPU pairing, want a clean, modern gaming desktop experience. It solves the convenience versus performance equation in a balanced way. So here's the rational takeaway. If your goal is smooth, high-setting 1440p gaming with room for multitasking, and you prefer a pre-built solution that avoids immediate upgrades, the Panorama RTX 5070 configuration fits its category well. If you're chasing absolute top-tier 4K performance or maximum expansion flexibility, there are higher-end or custom routes that may suit you better. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.